Did you know that everything we do leaves a mark on the planet? From the moment we wake up to the time we go to sleep, our daily activities contribute to a hidden problem, our carbon footprint. This isn't about muddy footprints on the carpet, it's about the invisible greenhouse gases we release into the atmosphere, warming our planet. Every action, no matter how small, has an impact. Think about the simple act of turning on a light, charging your phone, or cooking dinner. These everyday actions, while seemingly harmless, all require energy, and the way we produce and consume this energy is a major contributor to climate change. The energy we use often comes from burning fossil fuels, which releases carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. This process traps heat and leads to global warming. But here's the good news. By understanding our impact, we can make small changes in our lives that add up to a big difference for the planet. Simple actions like turning off lights when not in use, using energy-efficient appliances, and reducing waste can collectively make a significant impact. Renewable energy sources like solar and wind power are becoming more accessible and affordable. By supporting and using these cleaner energy options, we can reduce our carbon footprint. Let's dive into the ways our daily routines leave a carbon footprint and, more importantly, how we can lighten our tread on the earth. By making conscious choices, we can protect our planet for future generations. Imagine a giant invisible footprint stamped onto the planet every time we use energy or consume resources. This is our carbon footprint, a measure of the greenhouse gases released into the atmosphere because of our actions. These gases, primarily carbon dioxide, act like a blanket around the Earth, trapping heat and causing the planet to warm. Our carbon footprint is like a report card for our impact on the planet. The larger the footprint, the more we contribute to climate change. But unlike a traditional report card, this one is something we can all work to improve. Every positive change, no matter how small, shrinks our footprint and helps create a healthier planet. Our homes, meant to be our sanctuaries, can be surprisingly large contributors to our carbon footprint. Think about all the energy we use at home. Lights, heating, cooling, appliances, and electronics. Most of this energy comes from burning fossil fuels, releasing carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. But our impact goes beyond just energy use. The materials used to build our homes, the appliances we buy, even the food we store in our refrigerators, all have a carbon footprint associated with their production, transportation, and disposal. The good news is, our homes also offer a multitude of opportunities to reduce our impact. Getting around is a necessity of modern life, but the ways we choose to travel have a significant impact on our carbon footprint. Cars, buses, trains, and airplanes all rely on burning fuel for energy, releasing greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. The type of vehicle we choose makes a difference too. Cars that run solely on gasoline have a larger footprint than electric or hybrid vehicles. Air travel, while convenient, is the most carbon-intensive mode of transportation. By rethinking our travel habits, opting for public transportation, cycling, walking, or carpooling, we can significantly reduce our transportation footprint. You are what you eat. Food's climate impact. What's for dinner tonight? Have you ever thought about how your meal choices affect the environment? It might seem like a simple question, but our food choices have a surprising impact on our carbon footprint. Every decision we make in the grocery store or at the dinner table can contribute to climate change. From the farm to our forks, every step in the food production process, growing, processing, transporting, and even disposing of food, releases greenhouse gases. These emissions come from various sources, including the machinery used in farming, the energy required for processing, and the fuel burned during transportation. The type of food we consume matters too. Different foods have different environmental impacts, and some are much more resource-intensive than others. Meat, especially beef, has a much larger carbon footprint than plant-based foods like fruits, vegetables, and grains. This is because raising livestock requires significant amounts of land, water, and feed. This is due to the methane emissions from livestock and the energy-intensive process of raising animals for food. Methane is a potent greenhouse gas, and livestock are one of the largest sources of methane emissions globally. By reducing our meat consumption and choosing locally sourced seasonal produce, we can make our diets more climate-friendly. Small changes in our eating habits can lead to significant reductions in our overall carbon footprint, helping to protect the planet for future generations. Our consumer habits, driven by trends and the desire for the latest and greatest, have a significant impact on the planet. The production, transportation, and disposal of clothing, electronics, and other consumer goods contribute significantly to global greenhouse gas emissions. The rise of fast fashion, with its emphasis on cheap disposable clothing, has created a cycle of overconsumption and waste. Similarly, our appetite for the newest smartphones, laptops, and gadgets leads to a growing mountain of electronic waste. By being mindful of our purchases, buying less, choosing sustainably produced goods, and properly recycling or donating unwanted items, we can lessen the impact of our consumer choices. The good news is that we don't need to drastically overhaul our lives to make a difference. Small, manageable changes can lead to big results. Small, everyday choices can add up to significant reductions in our carbon footprint. It's about making conscious decisions in our daily routines. Here are some practical tips to get you started. Simple actions that can collectively make a big impact. At home, switch to energy-efficient appliances, LED lights, and programmable thermostats. These small upgrades can save energy and reduce your bills. Unplug electronics when not in use. Even when turned off, many devices still consume power. And consider renewable energy sources like solar panels. They can significantly cut down your reliance on fossil fuels. For transportation, opt for walking, cycling, or public transportation whenever possible. These modes of travel are not only eco-friendly but also promote a healthier lifestyle. Choose fuel-efficient vehicles if you need to drive. They use less fuel and emit fewer greenhouse gases. Or consider an electric or hybrid car. These vehicles are becoming more accessible and can greatly reduce your carbon footprint. For long distances, explore train travel as a lower carbon alternative to flying. Trains are often more energy efficient and offer a scenic journey. Regarding food, reduce your meat consumption, especially red meat. Choose locally sourced, seasonal produce. This supports local farmers and reduces the carbon footprint associated with transportation. And supports sustainable farming practices. These practices are better for the environment and often result in healthier food. Minimize food waste by planning meals, composting scraps, and eating what you buy. This not only saves money but also reduces the amount of waste that ends up in landfills. When shopping, buy less and choose quality over quantity. High-quality items last longer and reduce the need for frequent replacements. Support brands with sustainable practices. Look for companies that prioritize the environment in their production processes. And opt for recycled or ethically sourced materials. These choices help reduce waste and promote ethical labor practices. Repair, reuse, and donate items instead of throwing them away. This extends the life of products and keeps them out of landfills. By making these small, thoughtful changes, we can collectively make a big impact on our planet. Every action counts. Our daily actions have a direct impact on the health of our planet. By understanding our carbon footprint and making conscious choices to reduce it, we can create a more sustainable future for generations to come. Remember, every step we take towards a lighter footprint is a step in the right direction. Let's tread lightly on this earth together.